Has your child's teacher ever given you this feedback that your child is moody in class, cranky, anxious, gets irritated easily, over emotional, or drowsy? Has she? And what was your take on it? This is exactly what I'm going to talk about in today's video. I'm Neena teacher and welcome to my channel Ask Neena Teacher. All the symptoms I just mentioned have one cause. That's sleep deprivation. What is that? When a body does not get the amount of sleep it needs. Do you know that children need large amounts of sleep? A pre-primary child needs 10 to 13 hours of sleep, a primary student 9 to 12 hours, and a child studying in secondary needs around 8 to 10 hours. Is your child sleeping that much? Most probably not. It's a luxury in today's world. So what happens if a child is sleep deprived? The child is not able to concentrate in class. The child has memory issues. The child struggles to even keep up with what teacher is saying in class. And if this goes on for a longer time, the consequences are even more serious. As you know, the body grows during sleep. For children, the growth hormone is released during sleep and the brain develops during that time. With regular sleep deprivation, the child has permanent memory and concentration issues. So what is to be done in this situation? It needs major lifestyle changes. There are tough choices to be made, but only if you have really internalized, understood the grave consequences of sleep deprivation in your child. After all, you send your child to the best possible school, and now even the best teacher with the most interesting lesson cannot help your child if your child is sleep deprived. Only you can help your child do better in school. Here are some things you can do to help your child sleep better. Let's take example of a child who leaves the house at 8 a.m. for school and returns by 4 p.m. So we have a window from 4 p.m. to 8 a.m. the next day. Now, a child needs to wake up at least an hour before school. So the child's waking up time will be 7 a.m. Now you need to calculate how much time your child needs for an optimum sleep. The best way would be to observe the time your child goes to sleep on a Saturday night, and next day don't disturb the child, don't wake up the child, let the child get up on its own and then note the time, and you will get the magic number. These many hours your child needs to sleep. Now again, for example, we'll take it as 9 hours. So if your child needs to sleep for 9 hours, that means your child needs to sleep by 10 p.m. Now that doesn't mean the child goes to bed at 10 p.m. because you can't just drop off to sleep. So half an hour early, 9:30 your child should be in bed. So now back to a window from 4 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. What can we do to help our dear child? We will break this into 3 phases: after school, after dinner, and after bathing. Let's start with the first bit. Suppose your child has come home at 4. Between 4 to 7:30, your child has to complete 2 important things. 1. Have physical activity. Have some form of play, whether it's cycling, swimming, running, football, cricket, badminton, but the child has to have it. It's mandatory. And the second thing, in case your child has to go for some tuition or classes, it has to be done at this time. If your child is relaxed without any tuitions, then the playtime should be increased. And of course, the child's TV time and screen time will also use a part of it. 7:30 your child needs to eat dinner. Why 7:30? If your child has to be in bed at 9:30, 2 hours before the dinner should be done, so it is digested well. Otherwise, when the child goes to sleep, the digestion is going on, the child cannot sleep in a relaxed way. So it's best that you eat 2 hours before the child goes to bed. One more thing to remember is, please avoid giving any desserts after dinner. In case you have some dessert to give it after school, a snack time, because the child needs energy at that time. That sugar rush will not let the child sleep early if you give it after dinner. And the child definitely needs a lot of energy after they come from school. After dinner is done, the best things to do in that phase from 7:30 to 9:30 would be homework, some indoor playing with a sibling, grandparent, parent, something like Ludo, chess, carom, or the child may read, or the child may draw, paint, or of course if they want the screen time. Whoever said that you need to watch television or play video games every day? It's best if they are postponed to weekends where they can do binge watching and have their hearts filled. Still, it would be difficult for them to overnight change their ways, so they can just reduce the time a little bit and have more of it during weekends. So this is how by 9:30 the child needs to be free to take a warm bath, wear a fresh set of night clothes, drink a cup of warm milk, and then brush the teeth and be in bed by 9:30. Bedroom lights must be dim, no screen time, no mobiles, no TV in the room. Not that the mother is lying down next to the child, herself scrolling on the mobile. That won't help the child at all. The best thing to do between this phase, say from 9:30 to 10, would be, if your child is younger, read a chapter to your child. Choose a appropriate book for your child, which is a chapter book, and every night when the child listens to your voice, he feels so secure. That comforting voice helps him to drift into an easy, comfortable sleep. Of course, if your child is older, the child will want to read, but that is not advisable again, because the very fact is it will be so interesting the child will not want to sleep. So again, the lights dim and the child can listen to some nice music and drift off to sleep. And if your child sleeps at 10, believe me, when the child wakes up at 7 a.m., the child will be fresh as ever and have a wonderful day at school. So my dear parents, help your child to do their best in school. Thank you. Thank you for watching.